Before we miss anything, you can see the crowd there. There's hundreds and hundreds of people here, and a lot of them are kids. The match is about to start here. How about these team names? Cinderella and Fanny? That's awesome. Cinderella. That's a great. I've never seen that name outside of a cartoon, but that's amazing, right? And we.
Yeah, let's get right into the match.
Right.
It looks like we are starting on Leonhard, and with the first goal already for HOFFMANN and ATANASOVA.
So starting off on Leo here, the other table down there is a Bonzini. I'm assuming that the Bulgarians picked Leo as the home table, because you'd imagine the French picked Bonzini.
Yeah,
is that about right?
That's it for me as well. You're going to see here some problems from the French team, but I think they're quite experienced on the Leonhard as well. So if you weren't experienced, you wouldn't get into the finale of the Women's Classic.
Right, and that's the beautiful thing about this event, is if you don't show some proficiency on all the tables, you can't get this far. You can't be bad. You could be moderate, but you can't be bad. So they have to have shown some success on the other tables to get here.
Yeah, you mustn't be bad.
Right.
So if you've got one bad table, you just might lose the entire tournament.
Right, or you will get exposed at some point. At some point, you will show your weaknesses and vulnerability.
But here, look at that nice save, and it's just 1-0 after a few minutes. And look at that beauty of the pass as well.
Entre les Autrichiens Schopp et Andersdorfer, entre Gaël Lagrange et Miguel dos Santos.
So back to the action. So Mark, how was your last day?
It was long, but it was good. It was long because we got to the end of it and it didn't feel that tiresome. Really exciting, and we got a timeout. We're starting off slow here in this match. Well, yeah, she wanted to make a smart play and make sure it's not 1-1 and goes up 2-0.
Yeah, just waiting for a few seconds, just playing spot where the goalkeeper's moving, and then just take a timeout, relax a bit.
Sure.
And then just try to score.
Some points are key points, and now this is a master of table management is very comfortable with when they use timeouts. You hear these kids out here are intimidating the French team. There's a bunch of kids that are intimidating the French team right now.
Well, perhaps they're just supporting the French team because they are just now in behind. And we have seen a lot of elementary schoolers here today.
Well, they're in France. You'd imagine that they're cheering.
And look at that nice shot.
That's a beautiful spray. We call it a spray shot because it's an angle and it slides across the table. And it started from the far wall all the way across the table. It can be difficult to block that shot.
Yeah, it's really hard. So how do you block that shot?
So there's anticipation. First of all, wow, I got blocked. Real fast start here. 4-0 for the Bulgarians right out of the gate. Or it could have been the forward's fault. If the forward said, I'm going to take all the long, deep sliders and everything on the long side, then that could have been the forward's fault too.
Okay, so we are now back in a defensive position and see a little nice block here, and also the ball goes back into the possession now again. And let's look if we got a really early 5-0 here, which is pretty pressuring for the French team.
Right, which sometimes means nothing in this event. And the reason why it means nothing in this event is they held serve on their table. And now you see them switching tables because now it's time to play on the competitor's home table, and the competitors from France pick the Bonzini table. And it doesn't matter if they win 5-0 or 5-4, then they held serve on their table. For me, that's the biggest, and that would be a tough adjustment for me. But these younger, smarter, quicker-witted players, they'll do it faster. And what a beautiful start. So now classic doubles. You can't shoot a rollover snake shot, and the shooting or the ball is started in the goalie area. So now you see the opponent goalie starts with the ball, and that can work for or against you. And that time it worked for them because the French goalie scored immediately.
Mm-hmm. And now she's back in possession again. So what do you think? Are they switching to passes, or is he trying to shoot again?
Well, she just scored, and I don't know if she's going to pick on it. There you go. Yeah.
I think she answered it before you could.
But there was a call. There was a call. What's the call? There is no call. Hopefully there is no call. Are they going to take that point from them?
Look at those kids. How they're enjoying it.
They took the point from them. I don't know why.
Maybe she slammed too much into the wall. Is that a
I don't
possibility?
know. A time call? Maybe there's a 10-second time call, but it seems awfully fast. Give me a break.
Yeah, Captain Mallows also says that it's probably a time call.
That's rough. Those 10-second time limits I'm not used to, and they happen very quickly. So, great defense from the French here.
And now we'll see.
And another one.
But there's no time call this time.
Sorry?
And there's no time call this time.
Right now, yeah, that was a great bank on the outside wall. You hear the French kids cheering on for their native team.
Yeah,
they're so happy to be here. And right back at them, the Bulgarians. And you gotta love Blagovesta. She's a metalhead, I understand. She loves rock music, and you can tell she emotes for it too. She's at a rock concert right now on stage.
Yeah, and the fans are really doing a good crowd for that.
Yes.
So let's look if that helps.
5-bar shot attempt, I think.
Yeah, 5-bar shot is an odd choice, am I right?
It just depends. It's an odd choice if it's blind. It's a great choice if you've been looking at it, you've studied it. So yeah, they can hear the crowd there. I'm seeing the chat here, and they're really excited about this. Crowd is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I think that's the second match besides the football match.
Yep, and she shot that deep push side, and this is what I mean. It doesn't matter if you get big 5-0 on the opponent's table. It matters if you win with 5 points on your table.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. So, Mark, are you kind of an attacking player or a more defensive player?
It depends on how old I was. I've started playing foosball in 1988 or 89. It's a blur even now. How old were you in 89? Were you negative 10, 15 years old?
Negative 10 years.
He was negative 10 years old. Oh, man. 3-1 here, and the French are really taking it to them to start this off. Let's see if the Bulgarians can put some offense together.
I think it's a timeout for that. To be honest, I just know Cinderella from Disney, and
yeah,
I didn't even watch the film.
You didn't watch the film? I think Cinderella is the one with the stepsisters, which means there is a glass slipper. The Sleeping Beauty gets woken up by a kiss. Yeah.
And that's a tale with this where she got stung.
She got stung?
Stung by something, then falls into that 100-year sleep.
I think it was an apple.
An apple? No, that's Snow White.
Or the worst, man. There you go, we're getting fixed here. Glass slippers, home by midnight. She better get this done before she turns into a pumpkin. Or is that different? Maybe that's a different one too.
I think we're just mixing right now every fairy tale we can imagine.
And I have 2 daughters. I should know this stuff. But let's focus in here. Looks like Ekaterina, or Blagovesta, or sorry, Vesti is what they call her. Her nickname. I learned that yesterday. Vesti, another one. Wow. That's 3. Is that 3 from the back?
Yeah, it looks like it.
She's just on fire right now. Is she being carried by the French? Is our French kids just behind her, pushing her like the wind? What a machine she is.
And here,
and look at her. Look at the look on her face. I love that sense of focus and commitment to the moment. And they did a switch, probably to help stop the bleeding, is what we call it. I don't know if there's a similar description in German.
Schadensminimierung.
Yes. And sometimes you do that just to change things up, change the defense up. But I love another one on goal. She's about to score 4 from the back, which is amazing.
We've seen it sometimes that you try to bait. Oh, it's another timeout.
But she's...
we have to switch to Leonhard after that, man.
Yep, right.
A quick shot, but a nice save from the goalie.
Fanny getting a couple possessions here and just puts it away.
And look at her go.
Look at the excitement. Look at the kids, the French kids. But yeah, and it works. It could work for the competitors too. The competitors can feel that same energy.
The chat is also writing now that perhaps the children are to have to wear these like if you go on vacation or something like that.
Oh, there you go. This is what I mean. They got a 1-0 lead. You know, we got the French team streaming next to us, and they're supposed to be objective, but they're cheering. So I might have to tap them on the shoulder and tell them, hey, settle down. They're really excited. Anyway, no, I was just kidding. I'm sure you're right. The kids are wearing vests, so we know who they are. I take it all back, making claims that they're criminal 9-year-olds.
I think you've done your damage because Captain Mel is sticking to your story now.
Oh no! Oh no! The most dangerous kids in the world. Now, look at an opportunity to go up 2-0. Ooh. Let's see. Let's watch the action here.
A nice blocks in those few seconds we've seen right now.
What's going to be crazy is if Cinderella scores another one from the 2-bar on Leonhard. That's going to be exciting.
But I think it's going to be quite harder here on that table because the blocking of Vesti and Kate is really good right now.
Right. Well, there's confidence too, and the ball came back to Ekaterina.
Tried to pass, but
what a great shot! What a great shot!
Conceding.
But it's already a different game. The other two games were blowouts. Now it's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's really close.
Yeah. Another interesting thing we've seen over the last couple days in Classic. If you're not clearing the ball well, so let's go back. What a goalie's job is to keep the ball in their area and to clear the ball, to get the ball across the table. It's not necessarily scoring is great, but it's more important that they don't turn the ball over to the opponent's 3-bar or 5-bar. It's more so when we've seen in Classic, because the ball starts in the goalie area. If the goalie's not successful getting the ball across the table, they keep getting it back, and they have to get past that stress of not being successful doing it. So
it's just more of getting the ball out in the first step.
It's more important for the goalie to get the ball across the table and give their forward a shot, an opportunity to get a possession. Here we go, 2-1, amazing pull side from Ekaterina. For those of you that are pros and masters, of course, in the chat, this conversation is elementary for you, but we want to talk about, she put it in a pin position, pulled it toward her, and hit it with the same man. And there we go. This is what I'm talking about. Now she's got 4 points in 2 games, in the last 2 games, and that she hit that same bank on Bonzini. This Cinderella is dangerous. She's a dangerous, dangerous beast. And what I love about her too is she's very non-reactive. She's like she's going to work. It's like she's just
like
doing
riding
work.
a bike.
Yeah, She's not too high. She's not too low. She's making up for anything in this game by scoring, and she's got to give Fanny an opportunity to score from the 3-bar. She shot another one. Wow, and there it is. There it is. She got the ball across the table. Fanny picked it up. Can Fanny put it away? What a beautiful shot. But what even a better block. Yeah, and a save. She continues to try to get that bank. She went near side bank. Ekaterina taking a timeout. This is a possession she needs to take care of. Did I get my people mixed up? Is it Fanny in the forward and Cinderella isn't?
I think Cinderella's attacking.
You know what? I've been getting it wrong the whole time. Oh, and a lucky break. Anyway, let's reverse the order now. Fanny's the goalie the whole time. So anyway, we change it around. Fanny is almost dominating here, and she got even a break there. She got lucky because they hit the corner and went back in the goal.
So let's look at that pipe-bar, trying to get
another
that pass
opportunity.
at the wall.
There's so much drama in these matches because of the table switching.
So that sure looks like a shot, but it's saved again by
So this is Fanny.
Yes.
And Fanny's another, and it came back at her. The break came back at her. It was a good bank. It was a good bank. It was off a little bit. It hit the wall, and it came back at her, and she didn't block it. These kids are rowdy. There's nothing more scary than a bunch of rowdy kids because you can't do anything. If 50 rowdy kids attacked you, you'd have to run. Right? What do you do?
Every time.
You run. It's terrifying. Another shot on goal, but Ekaterina picked up the rebound. So, look, here's when I talked about the goalie, the responsibility of the goalie is to get the ball across the table.
I just felt a little shake here in my commentary area.
There's at least 1,000 people here probably watching this match right now. Okay, 4-3, and you see those eyes on Vesti. Those eyes on Vesti are so cool, man. Look! Oh, they didn't show it. Her face is intense.
Oh, do you know what I just realized? On the Bulgarian side, our attacking player isn't playing with any kind of gloves or something like that.
Any gloves or any grips?
That's pretty uncommon right now.
It's not, but I think that Cinderella is playing with one grip on her left hand and none on her right. Oh, here's an opportunity for Vesti and Ekaterina to take it to a 4th game, and there you go, split and a beauty. So this will be a key start here. We're trying to get to a 5th game to get some excitement and some table switching back and forth, and to do that, we need to see some key execution. That was an angle shot. It's kind of clever, and it just missed, but she got the ball back.
Now she has the chance. Yeah, to open the scoring here.
That's a beautiful shot, by the way. She's putting it in a Euro pin, and she's faking to the far side, and she's shooting a split. She's faking to the far side and pulling it, and then shooting the split getting going between the men. That's a tough one to block. Your men have to be really tight to block that.
So you have to stick real tight and just then make some space in your goal and on the other side.
Your men have to be tight, but you also have to anticipate too. You can't, if you chase the ball around, that's the danger with that. If you chase the ball to the push side and then jump, she's going to beat you. She's going to get you because you're going to, unless you're anticipating it. We're getting back here in a second. Looks like we're about to get started back here.
And look at that focus on their faces after the timeout. Pinning it down.
And she quick shots that push side. Now they're down 2-0. They're 3 points away from winning the Women's Classic Championship here in Nantes, France. With the French crowd fully behind them, they're a few points away from winning it all.
Look at that beauty
not
here.
to be denied. Is that 5 points now in 3 games? She had 3, 1, and 1. Yeah, that's 5. This is a seriously great scoring match for Fanny. It's incredible.
Yeah, little passing, more shooting, and precise shooting as well.
But they continue to get the ball, and they continue to have opportunities. And she shot the split again. This time she didn't do the tap fake. She just shot the split. This is really incredible shooting. This is a shooting clinic. Now I have shot a pull shot on Bonzini, and it seemed like the splits were easy to shoot on Bonzini for a pull shot too. Those of you that are really good on these tables, especially Bonzini, talk about the split shots there. Is that kind of a thing with the pull shot or the Euro pin shooting splits on Bonzini? Oh, and that's a mistake. And that's a double mistake. So the first mistake was shooting it and not clearing the goal, and then Ekaterina threw it away immediately.
They really prepared for turnover, but they didn't have a chance to make something out of that situation.
And Captain Mello's chiming in. It's very easy to shoot diagonals, so splits are deadly. Diagonals like cutbacks. Yes, I see that. Look at her. She's begging her partner to stay with her.
They're coming right now.
Yeah, Cinderella is getting fired up, and she made a shot. It's not like she's had a ton of possessions. I think that's the other thing too. When it starts from the 2-bar, the forward doesn't get the possessions they're used to having. And when I played foosball regularly, if I didn't have the ball for a long time, a couple things happened. I got bored, but not, probably this kind of situation I wouldn't get bored. Probably might still get bored. But also, in a quick recovery, you just start feeling like you're not participating when you don't have the ball ever. Oh, real quick pickup, 3-3. That was a quick pickup, and this is tightening up a little bit. This is great. This is great, amazing foosball action that we're seeing here.
And now we are at equal level again.
Oh, what a beautiful pass. It got blocked, but they recovered. And Ekaterina continues to get possessions. She shoots a push side, and another quick pickup. That's two. That's how quickly foosball can turn on you. They don't want everyone to know who the most dangerous kids are on the planet. This is the most dangerous collection of kids in the world. Fanny with the ball. What are the odds she's going to score here? 20%.
I say 30.
Oh, on goal and block and just missed. Just missed. If she would have hit it a little shorter. These women are so amazing with the shooting. Oh, we're calling it a jar. And she's going to get it on the 5-bar. There's a jar call and the possession. And maybe some of the fans don't know the rules.
Yeah,
wow.
If you just hit the wall too hard with your own rods, you have to give the ball back to your opponent. If
the opponent had an opportunity at a play on the ball and you adjusted the ball with your movement, Fanny not able to execute there, and another defensive score. 3 defensive scores in a row. And here we go. The first possession on Leonhardt, back and forth, rebounded and picked up by Ekaterina with a shot to take a 1-0 lead.
And a nice save by Fanny, and now she is in possession.
Now Fanny has scored 5 points in the last 3 games. 5 points in the last 3 games, and they're having a conversation about possession right now. We have a crowd of like 1,000 kids behind us, and adults, by the way. It's not just kids, but they're freaking out.
Yeah, it's a really good mix between kids, adults who are just interested in the game, and even national players.
Yes. Ekaterina with the ball.
On the free ball rack.
She went push side. She's been picking on that split in multiple different ways, and that time I would love to see the replay on that because I wasn't sure where it went. Let's see, here it is.
Let's see.
She went long that time. She went to the far side, the near side rather.
Fanny didn't have that split second to react.
Right.
Was just moving out of that spot, and then just saw it and just hit the goal.
Fanny, who's been so dangerous from the 2-bar on both tables, puts another one on goal.
Now will be chance for equalizer.
Oh,
nice
the rebound.
Rebound.
It's been so scrappy. It's been so scrappy. She's got those 2 5-bar pickups. I think 2 or 3 all defensive pickups, and then she got the rebound there. She's having to work for every point, but not from her 3-bar. She's gonna have to work from anything she can pick up. What a save there by Fanny. And they got the 2 possessions here on Bonzini. She had,
what a turnover.
That's kind of a mistake. She's got to compliment all the great scoring.
And they have, a lot of matches to lose in.
There's that split. There's that split again. Now they get the advantage point on Bonzini. There's a lot of teachers, Sin. There's probably like 10 schools here. There's a whole bunch of school buses that showed up. It's not just one school.
Yeah, really a shout out to those schools who just made that possible for their kids.
It was Farid. I'm sure it was Farid Lunis who helped coordinate this. Here we go, 2-1. Leonhardt, can they steal a point back on Leonhardt?
Because they can't, because it's really difficult to concede now. And just lose too much points.
So here we go. Oh, Cinderella kind of muffed the pass.
Kind of choked on that pass.
And Fanny now. She's just been missing. Oh, another one. Wow, these saves are crazy. She's put so much stuff on goal, and some scary percentage of it has scored, but she's put a lot on goal. Vesti, always dangerous back there. They're basically playing goalie wars. They're hammering each other. Yeah, Chase. And the forward's name is Cinderella on the French side. Oh, another one on goal. This is like this. If Vesti wasn't blocking that, she'd already have 10 points.
Yeah.
Ekaterina has to. I'm sorry, not Cinderella has to pick up her scoring percentage just a little bit, and Vesti right back. This is really amazing to see all these shots on goal by these 2 just amazing players.
Yeah.
And that was the one that she needed. And there it is.
That's a really good point.
Look at her, how fired up she is. Oh, that was a pull side. Yes.
I saw that split seconds of an opening on the right side of the goal and just slammed it in.
The excitement is Incredible. You can hear these French fans.
And even the Bulgarian fans as well. It's just the cheering here.
Yeah, we're not sure if some of these French kids are cheering for Bulgaria. We wouldn't know. Oh, she got a break.
But that's really one important goal, because we are now switching back to the Bonzini.
Right, right. But they're splitting the points. No one's held the advantage. When there's been a 2-point possession on one table, they split it 1-1. So technically it's dead even.
Yeah, that's even for an even match.
She hits the ball with so much more authority and confidence, and rightfully so, because she spent thousands of hours on Bonzini. And we talked about this, getting the ball back and forth, letting the ball out of your area. That's a big thing. Let's take a look at this crowd.
Here.
She went for the long. She might have actually went for the split, but misexecuted it because of where she pushed side that time.
Now they're just 1 point away from the championship.
1 point away from the championship.
Yeah.
Yes, this could end it right here. And there's the future of foosball. A bunch of French kids. Sweet, lovely French kids from all over the place. The whole city must have brought all their students over here.
Yeah, I hope so.
Fanny with an opportunity to tie it up. Oh, she just misses again. Vesti, who hasn't scored yet. I don't think Vesti scored yet. Maybe.
I think she's
maybe
more
early
of a
on.
passer here in that game.
Yeah. Kept it in her area that time. What a great save by Fanny. It's championship point for Vesti and Ekaterina.
And Cinderella just loses it here.
Quick pass, clearing attempt. She hit it so fast and hard, but this is it for championship point.
Yes.
That's it. The pull side, and Ekaterina and Vesti beat Cinderella and Fanny in 5 games, 5-2 on the Bonzini table. What an incredible run!
Yeah, really incredible.
It's wow. Look at the celebration. It's so beautiful. Seeing the Bulgarians get a gold medal here at the World Cup. And look at those French kids have turned on their countrymen.
Oh, maybe that's Bulgarian.
Yeah, maybe they're Bulgarian kids.
Maybe it's a field trip from that.
Yes, look at the celebration.